Charlie here, and I am so pumped to be bringing you my December plan with me. I love this theme. I love how it turned out. This is probably my favorite theme thus far. It really is contending with that endangered species theme that I showed you in my Plan My Day series. But oh my goodness, I love all of these colors. I love how the colors turned out. I love how the setup turned out. Oh, I don't know. I love it, and I hope you guys do too. The name of this theme is called Galactic Dreams. It is a mixture of, this galaxy theme with these thought bubbles and dream like echoes throughout the whole thing. So I don't know. I just really I can't stop looking at these spreads, which is a good thing because that will make me plan more. So basically what I did is I used these chalk markers to do my setup, and I basically used them as paint. I would put a bunch down and then I would blend into each other just by moving it around with the other one. So it was basically like it was my brush. The blue showed up more pigmented than anything else, and the pink was the easier one to blend with. So that's what I did for like a lot of this. I would like put some down, and then like once I figured out that that wasn't like quite the color, then I would like bring a little bit of pink in or something like that. And the Archer and Olive handled this really, really well, and I was surprised because I was putting a ton of ink down on this paper, but it has really held up, and I did not know if it would just because of the sheer amount that I was putting on there, but it held up really, really well. So what I really wanted to do with this theme was really end this blackout journal on a high note. As you guys know, if you've been listening to my Plan My Day series, I am not going to be back in this notebook. I think I've mentioned it before in my Instagram stories or something else as well. I will not be back in this blackout journal for January. I'm going back to a white notebook. Again, it's going to be Archer and Olive because yeah, I'm 100% sold. So I decided to end this on like a theme that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, but I just didn't really know how to do this galaxy theme correctly, I would say. I really wanted to knock it out of the park, and I really think that I did. And I know I'm like tooting my own horn a little bit, but I'm so happy with how this turned out. It's going to make me come back to my bullet journal again and again. And that's why I do these themes, is just because it helps me return. So it's not just like a list of tasks that I need to do. It makes me want to go back because I'm looking at something pretty as well as getting things done. So that's why I do these themes just in general. But I'm stoked about it. Honestly, I'm just really stoked. So I, of course, added a calendar. This isn't a functional calendar by any means. It is really a reference point for me so that I don't have to flip back to the beginning of the notebook to see what the days of the week are. So this is really how I reference for my weekly pages. And again, I'm really happy with how this turned out. The headers were a little weird for me to do on this calendar, but it ended up working out. I had to go in off camera to like clean up some of the lines and everything because I did the line work first. I should have done the actual paint pen part first, but I didn't. But it's okay. We all live and we learn. So I went in off camera and I just cleaned all of that stuff up a little bit. And there I am figuring out that I made a mistake, which honestly, if you guys have been around this channel for a while, you know that I do quite often. But I end up making it work out later. I switch everything around so that the pink never really showed up so much very well in that box, but it is better than it was. And at least it had the pattern repeating like it's supposed to. And then I just put in the numbers of the days in like the main part where I usually put it in the header part. But because I'm not using this functionally, I figured that it would be fine just doing it in the main part of the box. And then I found this quote on Pinterest from Vincent van Gogh. Hopefully it is from Vincent van Gogh because, internet doesn't always tell you the truth. So I thought that this was a perfect quote to go with this theme. And I just really want to stare at this for the rest of time. I love this theme. I really, really hope you guys end up liking this. So the next spread I am really excited about because this sticker is actually in my shop starting on Black Friday, and I worked really hard on it. This is one of my test prints, so it's not quite as vibrant as the finished product is, and I don't like things to go to waste, so I am giving away my test prints, and I of course used it in this spread as well. But I really wanted to bring in more of the purple and pink tones. And then there's also this sticker is available in like a blue ombre, a blue purple ombre. So I really wanted to bring in some more of the pink tones because there's a lot of blue, because the blue, again, is a lot more pigmented. And I feel like in this mood tracker, there's going to be a lot of blue days because I usually have like content days, but I decided to put down just a couple of the moods that are associated with each of those colors, because it's not quite as clear. I like doing the mood lettering pages. I did in November. If you've watched my Plan My Day series, sometimes it's a little hard to find a particular mood that I'm feeling. So this time I just wanted to do some colors, but it feels like I get pigeonholed sometimes. So like I like to change things up. But anyways, that spread I'm really excited about doing. And then I, of course, have my habit tracker page. I'm also releasing habit trackers in my Black Friday release, and my shop will be on sale from Black Friday through Cyber Monday, and it's going to be a 30% off sale. If you are a patron on my Patreon, then you also get an additional dollar amount off. So even a $1 patron gets like more than that off on any Black Friday. So I mean, it's kind of worth it. Tooting my own horn, I think it's kind of worth it. But yeah, I'll have all that linked in the description below. But I am putting these individual habit trackers up for 2020. So it will be in the shape of the month, and then you can purchase January 2020, and you can do either a Monday start or a Sunday start, all of that kind of stuff. There's ones with drop shadows, there's one without drop shadows. So I worked really hard on these releases, and I hope you guys are going to end up liking them. So a lot of people ask me how long it takes to set up these planner pages for a month. This one took me about an hour, and this is by far the longest that I've ever taken to set anything up. And I think it's just because I wanted to get the blends right. There was a lot of waiting for paint to the chalk markers to be dry and all of that kind of stuff. It went quicker because I was using paper towels to dry things off as I was going. But this was definitely my longest one, but I had time. I really wanted to make sure that I did this in a way that I was going to be proud of, because this theme is one that I've been like working towards doing for a very, very long time. And I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. So I'm glad I took the time to do it in a way that I thought was correct. So it does not need to take this long. And if you don't want it to take this long, these stickers will actually be available in my shop starting on December 2nd, because I am doing the annual sticker kit designs. So you can buy all of my themes for 2019 as stickers, or you can buy individual months. And this, not to toot my own horn again, but it turned out pretty well when I was doing the stickers for this kit. And I actually decided this, like, I don't know, the end of October, what my theme for December was going to be, because I was working on these sticker kits. So keeping them inside for so long is really, really hard, by the way, because I really like sharing these things with you. But I really wanted this to be a surprise. I gave my patrons a sneak peek, but other than that, I did not give anyone else a sneak peek. And honestly, I really like surprising you guys. So I hope you guys, I keep saying it, but I really hope you guys like this. And of course, you know, I do my master task list every time, so I have it separated into work, business, and then home/personal. The blue wasn't quite dry, so I needed to wait for a little bit before I filled that in. I learned that while I was writing physical therapy on the habits. It just takes a little bit longer for the blue to dry. And then I really like how the white outlines for the clouds and the dream situation, the thought bubbles, I guess is also another word for that. I really like how the white pops out for those. And then last but not least, I have my daily summary page where I write something every single day in December just to kind of summarize that day. And again, I just like leaving that a little bit more blank. And I really like how this turned out, again, because that's what I'm going to keep saying. So here is real life me talking about it a little bit more.
Okay, so here is my whole spread. As you guys can see, I am very much in the spirit of this theme with my shirt, and then I made sure my nails matched it. It's a blue undertone with the pink over. It's a blue base with a pink like overlay, essentially. So yeah, so I made sure my nails matched. So I went with December. I went with this Galactic Dreams situation. I'm going to eventually, I think, put some stars inside the actual like dream clouds, but I don't know. I didn't feel like doing it during this setup, so I didn't. So December, I have my little calendar at a glance over here. I have tons of colors. I love these VersaChalk chalk markers. They are so good, and it says wet erase. They are so like liquidy. So basically I just use these as paint with each other, where I like blob down some and then spread it around. And I loved that method. I used a Vincent Van Gogh quote, or at least the internet told me this was a Vincent Van Gogh quote. For my part, I know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars makes me dream. So I thought that was very fitting for the idea of both the galactic side and the dream side. And I just thought that was a perfect quote. So thank you, Pinterest, for giving me that quote. And I really hope it's from Vincent Van Gogh. So my little calendar, I have my little thought bubble with the December. And then I have my mood tracker. By the way, this just happens when you're dealing with metallics and you're writing between sheets. It comes off easily with an eraser. Let me just do that. Okay, so I have my mood tracker. This is up in my shop for Black Friday. This is a 31-day tracker. There's 30, 29, and 28-day trackers with this. And then there's also one with a blue background, but I went with this just because I wanted the header to be mostly purple and pink. So here is my mood tracker, and then I just kind of put some general moods down here. So if I color it in with purple, it means I'm happy, excited, productive, etc. It's just like kind of a good day. If I color it in blue, it's kind of a okay day, you know, content, indifferent, that kind of a day. It's like neither good nor bad. And then a pink mark will mean sad, angry, or blah. It just means it was a bad day. So I'm kind of sectioning it off into those 3 colors. Moving on to my habit tracker, I of course have the dream thought bubble for the habit tracker, and I was really excited because of the amount of color here. I got to use black again, and it's been a really long time since I've used black, and I was really, I don't know, pumped. I was pumped about it. And then I have all of my monthly habits that I am tracking: my prescription, physical therapy, eating healthy, walking my dog, floss, cleaning, training my dog, brushing the animals, and the litter box for the cats. So those are all of my habits that I will be tracking for December. My master task list, I of course have work, business, home / personal, as I usually do, and those come every single month. I go through my master task list and migrate them over. So I will be doing that closer to the start of December, since we are in mid-November at the moment. And then my daily summary, this is where I just write 1 line a day, basically saying something that happened, something I was grateful for, something that was overwhelming for that day. Like even if a lot of things happen, maybe I'll just pick one. I don't know. It's just like kind of a daily summary of what I want to remember about that day. It helps me do the memory planning, and it also helps me when I'm flipping through, just seeing what's going on. And I like relating this to my mood tracker as well. And then the next page here is going to be a Christmas shopping, Hanukkah shopping page. My father-in-law is Jewish, so we don't participate in Hanukkah. However, we will be doing that with him. So I want to make sure we get some Christmas presents and some Hanukkah on here. And then I will probably also have a Black Friday spread, I think. I'm still kind of debating it. The one that I did last year worked generally pretty well, but I'm not sure if I'm going to need it because I'm planning, fingers crossed, to not spend a lot of money for Black Friday. So that is my whole setup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like the voiceover, and I will see you in 2020 if you come around for the monthly themes. If not, then stick around, see the weekly videos, all that kind of stuff. I have a lot of fun DIY videos coming in December, so I hope you guys stick around. If you want, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.